Peter's denial and restoration. Peter made a bold promise the night before Jesus died, one he clearly believed with his whole heart. Quoting from Luke chapter 22, verse 33, "Lord, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death." The next verse, Jesus' response must have been hard to hear. "I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day, before that thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me." Peter wasn't lying when he made that promise. He simply didn't yet know his own limits. Hours later, exactly as Jesus said, it happened 3 times. A servant girl recognized him near the fire where Jesus was being held. This man was also with him, and he denied him, saying, "Woman, I know him not." From Luke chapter 22, verses 56 and 57. Then again, to someone else in the next 2 verses, "Man, I am not." And a third time, to another accusation, Peter grew more forceful. "Man, I know not what thou sayest." 3 denials, each one more emphatic than the last, of the very thing he had sworn hours earlier he would never do. Then came the moment that must have broken him completely. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter, and Peter went out and wept bitterly. Verses 61 and 62. Not a word of rebuke from Jesus, just a look. And Peter's own failure suddenly fully visible to himself. It would be reasonable to assume this was the end of Peter's story. The man who denied Christ 3 times, disqualified by his own failure, quietly stepping aside from leadership out of shame. That isn't what happened. After the resurrection, Jesus sought Peter out directly and asked him a question 3 times, matching, deliberately, the number of his denials. "Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Feed my lambs." John chapter 21, verse 15. Then again, "Feed my sheep," verse 16. And a third time, "Feed my sheep," verse 17. 3 failures met with 3 direct opportunities to affirm love and receive a fresh commission, not despite the failure, but addressing it precisely, point for point. Peter was grieved that Jesus asked a 3rd time, clearly still feeling the weight of what he'd done. Again, from verse 17, Peter was grieved because he said unto him the 3rd time, "Lovest thou me?" But Jesus wasn't testing whether Peter deserved restoration. He was providing it directly in exactly the shape the failure had taken. This is Peter, restored completely, becoming the same man who stood up boldly on the day of Pentecost and preached to thousands. See Acts chapter 2, verses 14 through 41. No longer denying Christ out of fear, but proclaiming him publicly at real personal risk, having already been fully forgiven for the worst failure of his life. His story stands as direct proof that a complete collapse in a moment of fear isn't a permanent disqualification. It's simply the place restoration meets a person exactly where they are. MJI LightWorker, www.stairwaytoheaven.org